Shalom. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and ruling well, peace, and blessings. To the Akiyom, putting on as the elect, striving for perfection and that crown of righteousness by being obedient to what is written inside these scriptures. Shalom. This is your brother Kassad out of Great Millstone, Austin. I wanted to do a lesson going into how we ought to be walking in the spirit. All right. We are in a constant battle dealing with the flesh and the spirit, and the flesh wants what it wants, and it wants to rule over you. And so with this word, we got to rule over this flesh, and what you give your time to, what you give your heart to, your mind to, is what's going to rule over you. So if you lusting after the flesh, you always in the flesh, that flesh is going to overcome in the end. It's going to win that battle. But if you giving your mind to these spiritual things, meditating upon these words, man, understanding that we are servants in a low condition here, right? We're in a lowly estate, sitting here to suffer and everything, man. So pride and ego is going to stay far away from you, all right? We just here, we trying to get on the chariot. You know, we're doing what this word says to the best of our ability so we can be saved in those days. All right. I'm going to get these scriptures and perfectly this be edifying to the body. This is Galatians 5:16. It says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." It says, "For the flesh lusted against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary, the one to the other, so that you cannot do the things that you should." So always trying to offset you, set you back. You know, Paul said, "Who would deliver me from this wretched body of sin?" Okay, we in this filthy ass flesh that's plagued with emotions, all right, desires, you know, fear, all sorts of things, man. But this word is what gives us confidence, gives us structure, right? Gives us what we need to be doing, you know, order at the end of the day, right? Got some more. And jump down and get some examples to what walking in the Spirit's all about, man. Because, like I said, these words were written before time for our learning, so we know what to do, right? You know, we'll know how to handle situations when we get put inside of situations, you know. This is Galatians 5:22. It says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, and faith." All right, this is walking after the Spirit. All right, you're going to be showing love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith. Man, you showing that you put on a new man. You're a new creature by doing this. You know the old man and who you used to be, you know. He might have had some of these characteristics, but he wasn't walking in these things constantly. All right. He wasn't always striving for this perfection right here, man. And in the times we in, being a part of what we doing, man, it's a must that we doing these things. We stepping correctly. This is Galatians 5:23. It says, "Meekness, temperance, against such there is no law." So meekness and temperance, man. Okay. Being meek, humble, man. Right. These are followers of Yahweh Shai. This is who Yahweh Shai was when he was here. He was meek, humble, you know, operating in humility, you know, and temperance, you know, being over ruling over your body, not letting your body get the best of you. And, you know, to me first, you know, it's something I realize, you know, I'm a little older in age. There's certain things I can't do. And it's certain things that I won't do. Because if I feel like I'm not going to be in control, then I'm not going to be doing it. Right? At the end of the day, it's not about what I want. at this time in life, man. I'm just striving to get on that ship, get on that chariot. This is First Peter's 2:1, and the scripture said, "Enter ye in at the straight gate," man. So, hey, it's gonna be a path of difficulties. It's not supposed to be easy, right? So this First Peter's 2:1. It says, "Wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speaking." So rebuke these thoughts, rebuke these things when they pop up immediately. All right, and the scripture says, man, pray without ceasing. Okay, so you're praying without ceasing. You keeping that open line of communication open with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So he's always on your mind. You're always thinking of more ways like that. They had that wristband back in the day, WWJD, or what Yahweh Shai do, in situations and circumstances, man. This is how you got to be applying yourself. Scripture says we're dead in this world, but alive through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And this is how we walk. We picking up our cross and following up after him, man. All right. And he was despised and rejected of many. He was a man of sorrows, afflictions, very lowly. The scriptures talks about, man. All right. Taking a low road, man. You imagine, everybody talking down about you and treating you a certain type of way, but you sitting here to save everybody. Huh? And having to endure the cross, right? And so what follows up Yahweh Shai? So we must endure the cross, of the things that we got to go through in our life and in our path, man. And I didn't want to make this long, just wanted to do a lesson, just going into walking after the Spirit, man, and how it's important. This is 2 Corinthians 5:17. It says, "Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, he is a new creature. The old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new." So it should be a distinct difference about who you are and what you're doing. Right? And when you see that old man popping up, you understand that it's time to get in the spirit. Get in the spirit even more. There's all sorts of things in this world trying to, lead us astray. All right. Whether it's music, drugs, anything and everything. This world is set up to make us go off, man. Esau, Edom, the Edomite wants to further our affliction. He don't want us turning to the righteous ways. He don't want us treating each other brotherly. He don't want us doing anything. Esau, Edom pushes death and murder across the whole entire globe, man. All right. So, man, it's a must that we keep our flesh under control, man, in the times which we're dealing. So be that new man. Put on that new man. Strive for perfection. It's 2 Ezra 2:42, because ultimately, in order to get the crown, righteousness, the crown of life, you want that kingdom, want to get up on that chariot and everything, you got to put off that old man. You got to put on a new man. All right. So I'm going to get this account right here in 2 Ezra 2:42. It says, "I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly." All right, who is Yahweh Shai, who's going to be handing out those crowns? And these are the elect, these men who've been standing stiffly, who've been doing exactly what this word requires of them to do. All right. So it says, "So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing." Okay, that mortal clothing, the body, the flesh. Okay, and put on the immortal. Okay, the spirit. And have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms, man. So it's a process that the Lord has laid out for us to be stepping, operating inside of. He's blessed us with the body to keep guidance over us. All right, watch over us, in these hard times, man, which is a blessing. The body is Yahweh Shai, ultimately the church. So, man, he's blessed us with things, weapons of warfare, spiritual warfare to help combat, everything in these times. Great examples, leadership, to give us direction. So we're not out here lost, groping at noonday like we once was. But just wanted to do a lesson, just going into the importance of putting off the old man, all right? Putting that body into subjection, okay? Walking after the Spirit. These things are what we need to be walking in the time frame in which we living in, man. All right. So, prayerfully, this edifying to the body. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and ruling well. Peace and blessings to the Akiyam, putting on and the elect. Shalom.